One of my favorite events to host for the Children's Tumor Foundation is the annual Kids Fashion for NF event. My name is Jonathan Sadowski, and tonight I will be your host for a terrific evening together. We are here tonight to raise $50,000 for the Children's Tumor Foundation and to honor individuals and families living with neurofibromatosis, or NF. NF is a genetic condition which affects 1 in every 3,000 births and causes tumors to grow on the nerve endings anywhere in the body. There are more than 2.5 million people worldwide living with NF, and there is no cure, at least not yet. Let's spread awareness and raise money tonight to dive into research that will help find that cure. And we need your help right now. To donate, text CHEERSLA to 41444 or visit ctf.org/cocktailsla2020. Let's make our goal. We want to thank our very special sponsor for tonight, Dr. Andre Panosian, Plastic Surgery. Thank you for your support and for helping these NF patients. I will be pulling 3 door prizes throughout the event tonight, so please stay tuned and listen for your name. We have some great prizes to send you. I had the chance recently to sit down with some of our NF heroes and ask them what it's like living with NF. Please stay tuned to hear from them. They also did some amazing artwork, and a few of them made face masks so appropriate for the times that we are living in right now that are included in tonight's silent auction. Make sure you bid on the amazing items and artwork going to ctf.org/auctionla. Tonight, we have a wonderful program ahead of us. So get your cocktails ready, sit back, and relax. For those of you who earned a cocktail kit, make sure you have those out and ready. We have an amazing mixologist to put together a very special drink for us. Please welcome Christian Suzuki.
Irashaimase. How's it going, everyone? My name is Christian Suzuki, or you can call me Suzu for short. I'm a bartender based out of the San Francisco Bay Area, and today I'm here to share with you my recipe for a cocktail I developed called the Natsu Gimlet, featuring Astral Pacific Gin. So I really wanted to create a cocktail that was super refreshing, something super approachable that kind of focuses on flavors that you would find in a traditional Japanese summer festival called Matsuri. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with my shaking vessel right over here. I've got my Astral Pacific Gin. We're going to go ahead and start off by adding 1 ounce and 3/4 of the gin right into the vessel. What I love about this particular gin is how it's full-bodied, it's voluptuous, it's got an incredible mouthfeel to it. It also has an incredible kind of like citrus element. There's some peppery elements too, which pair really well with flavors like melon and cucumber, which are both ingredients that I do find quite often in festivals in Japan. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and add a 1/2 ounce of a cucumber syrup. This is a syrup made without the skin, so it's nice and clear, very nice and light and refreshing. I've got a little bit of a melon liqueur. We're gonna go ahead and add 1/4 ounce of that right into the vessel. And I love using salt for a lot of my cocktails. It really does help bring out a lot of flavors that you wouldn't necessarily get without the salt. So I've got my salt in saline form right over here. This is pretty much water with a tiny bit of salt added that's been dissolved. So we're gonna go ahead and add just a couple dashes of that into the vessel. Of course, we need to use a little bit of lime juice to make it a gimlet. So I've got some freshly squeezed lime juice right over here. We're gonna go ahead and add 3/4 of an ounce, or if you want to go for 1 full ounce to make it a little bit more tart, you can always do that if you'd like, right into the vessel. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some ice into my shaking vessel now. I myself am using my hands just because I know that I'm going to make my cocktail for myself, but if you're going to make a cocktail for someone else, make sure to wash your hands nice and thoroughly before you make a cocktail for your friends or for your family, and also maybe use like a tongue or something to touch the ice. I'm gonna go ahead and give this shake for about maybe like 10 to 15 seconds. I do wanna make sure that it's nice and diluted, that all the ingredients are gonna become one homogeneous fluid. So real quick, 10 to 15 seconds. All right. So I've got my glassware all set, ready to go. I've got a little coupe, nice vintage coupe. I'm using 2 different kinds of strainers to strain the ice from going into my cocktail. I've got a Hawthorne strainer right over here, which has this little coil right there to capture the majority of your ice from going into your drink. And then I've got a fine mesh strainer to capture any excess ice shards from going in. to my final product. And this, everyone, is my final drink. I've got the Natsu Gimlet, nice and refreshing, featuring Astral Pacific Gin. I hope you all enjoy. Cheers.
Well, that looks delicious. Now let me introduce you to a very special NF hero who is here to tell her story. Please welcome Caitlin Wilson.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Lauren Wilson. I am 15 years old, a junior at Esperanza High School, and I am an NF hero. I'd like to take some time today to shine a light on NF by sharing my thoughts and experiences. So diagnosed at age 4, my family and I did not know much about neurofibromatosis. While my parents were all frazzled, confused, all I knew was that I had spots and that I was supposed to tell my parents when my eyes weren't working. So when I was 4, all I was concerned about was playing outside, so NF didn't really bother me. But I do remember going to all the doctor's appointments and the different doctors and going through these big machines and the tests that I had to take. So as I grew up, the doctors began to be more real with it, and they began to ask me about it, and the test became more intense. So growing up with NF, I knew I had a different type. It's the invisible type, so you can't see what's going on. So I did have to battle with people telling me, oh, no, you don't have it, or you're making it up. So then I started to hide my emotions, my feelings, and even my social life. I was hiding in the library, reading, recess and lunch, and my teacher had to email my parents because she was concerned that I wasn't outside with the rest of the kids, but I decided to hang out in the library. And it became a real concern to my parents that I wasn't making any friends, so they decided to put me into dance. And dance really helped me because it served as a whole new world for me, and an escape from all the outside world and all the sadness and having no friends. Through dance, I was able to show people my NF battles and how I really was, and that I was stronger than that. And this support system that I had at the studio really helped me gain all that self-esteem and confidence. And this became really helpful, especially in middle school when I was diagnosed with scoliosis. So as I transitioned into high school, I was also diagnosed with my learning disability. So while my parents said I could ease up on the things, I was a bit stubborn, like my mom, and I'm the type of person that when you tell me that I can't do something, I'm gonna prove to you in any way possible that I can do it. So I began to take the Distinguished Scholar course and program at my school, which is a program where students who want to go above and beyond take honors and AP classes. I am in the Medical Sciences Academy, which is really important to me because at the NF walks, I would hear about the doctors trying to find a cure for NF. And it really inspired me to want to become one of those doctors to help find the cure for NF. So by gaining the support system, I've been able to gain all my self-esteem and confidence, and I hope it grows more in the future. But some advice I'd like to give people out there with either the invisible type or NF in general is that you should embrace it and do not use it as an excuse. Because personally, I do not use NF as an excuse by taking rigorous classes, dancing for more than 20 hours a week at one point. I use it as a strength. So I advise you to use it help push you to your limits. And I believe it's really important that we embrace it, share it with the world, and knows that it makes us unique and that we should use it as a strength. And even though we're not necessarily normal, we use this as a strength and be the best that we can be.
Wow, what an amazing story. I'm not sure if that pulls on your heartstrings, but it definitely tugs on mine. Now let's remember, we are here tonight to help patients like Caitlin, to give them hope, and more importantly, to raise money to fund research and find treatments and a cure. You can help us right now by texting Cheers LA to 41444 to donate, or visit ctf.org/cocktailsla2020. Let's make our goal. Let's make our goal tonight. Okay, so now we are going to pull the first door prize for listen for your name. Here we go. Congratulations to Joyce Marks. Your prize will be sent to you in the mail. Don't forget to check out the silent auction at ctf.org/auctionla. The auction will close at the end of this event, so you will be hearing from the NF heroes and artists themselves about their paintings shortly. Now, we have a couple of very special guests. First up is a 13-year-old Girl Scout and an NF patient at the NF Clinic at Children's Hospital, Los Angeles. She is partnering with NF Clinic and working on a very special Girl Scout project that will help NF families all over the place. And she will talk about that shortly. Then we'll hear from the wonderful president of the Children's Tumor Foundation, my dear friend Annette Bakker, who will fill us in on what the foundation has been up to currently. Now, please welcome Cassie Costello.
Hello, I'm Cassie Costello and I'm 13 years old. I'm a pretty typical teenager. I run on a cross-country club team, I love theater, hanging out with my friends, and I'm a Girl Scout. I also have neurofibromatosis type 1. I got it from my mom. I guess she didn't want my brother to feel left out because he has it too. It is something we've had to deal with for our whole life. It can be kind of scary, having a condition that very few people have heard of. Even when they do learn about it, they can't even say the name correctly. I recall my brother and I going every few months to take pictures of our heads. I only had to go once a year, but he had to go every few months. I remember him being so scared, it taken 3 people to hold him down until he was sedated. The older I got and the more I learned about NF, why we go see all those special doctors, and why we take pictures of our heads, the less scared I was. The more I learned, the less I feared. I remember thinking to myself that nobody should have to be scared. Not my brother, not anyone else who had this crazy disease. When it came time to start working on my Girl Scout Silver Award, which is the second highest award a Girl Scout can earn, I knew without a doubt I wanted to do something that would benefit the NF families. I spoke with Dr. Rosser and Kim at the Children's Tumor Foundation, and together we came up with the Los Angeles Tumor Foundation and Children's Hospital Los Angeles Family Ambassador Program to aid in the education and support of family and patients affected by neurofibromatosis. In the upcoming months, I will work closely with Dr. Rosser and Ms. Robinson in further developing this program and inviting patients and families to participate. My hope is that the more experienced NF families will be paired with the newly diagnosed families, who will provide a comfort to them by sharing their knowledge and experiences. And when those new families become the ones with experience, they can be paired with the newly diagnosed, and an ongoing cycle will begin. I'm truly excited about working with such great people on something I care so much for. I hope that many NF families benefit from my project for a very long time to come. While of course I hope a cure is found quickly, I hope that having someone who has been through it to talk to ask questions about what they are going through, helps the wait for a cure seem a little more bearable.
Hi, I'm calling you from New York. I'm Annette Bakker, the president of the Children's Tumor Foundation. First of all, I hope you are healthy, safe, and well. Around this time of the year, I would typically be traveling to all the amazing events that you are organizing together with my wonderful staff. I would be enjoying that unbelievable fashion show, and I would have a drink with you at an incredible cocktail event. I would be hugging you and thanking you for the incredible work you do, for your commitment to NF, and for your trust in CTF. But this year is different because of COVID and the unrest. But on the other hand, different, amazing, because we as an NF community, or should I say we as an NF family, are making the most mind-blowing first ever strides, one after the other. Since April, we have a first ever drug approved for NF. We have a first ever NF2 platform trial. So what does that mean? I'm not going to annoy you with scientific details, but in a platform trial, you can test multiple drugs for multiple indications at the same time. So you get it. Faster, more efficient, more effective. We have a first ever trial for schwannomatosis. We also have a first ever trial with a cream for cutaneous neurofibroma. We have a lot of first evers, very successful virtual events. And we also now have first ever true global bridges in place. And all that while we're growing the clinic network, growing the registry, advocating for NF research, advocating for patients, catalyze new discoveries, accelerate the path to new treatments, attract pharma and biotech, build global community bridges, and also develop all the programs that have made our community so unique. And because of you, we feel inspired, excited, touched, motivated, supported, committed to end NF forever. And we can do it. We are doing it. Have a wonderful day, and let's keep on the fight.
As you can see, CTF has come a long way in recent years, but we still have a very long road ahead of us to find that cure. Don't forget to text Cheers LA to 41444 to donate, or simply visit ctf.org/cocktailsla2020. Every single dollar helps these amazing patients. Now, we have some very special NF heroes here tonight who have created some very fun art pieces that are up for auction. You can bid on them by going to ctf.org/auctionla. But first, let's watch this slideshow featuring our heroes themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I absolutely love these kids. I recently had the joy of sitting down with each of these kids to get to know them a little more and ask them about their art pieces and what it's like living with NF. Here are a couple of our conversations right now. I am here with one of my main men, one of my favorite little heroes. I've known him for years. Please welcome my buddy, Maddox Steiner. Maddox, how are you?
Good.
Good. So I want everybody to know, tell us how old you are now.
I'm 11 years old.
11 years old? That's crazy. I think I met you when you were like 4 or 5. You're growing up so fast. I told you, I want to push the pause button on you. So Maddox, I want to ask you, why is it important to you that the Children's Tumor Foundation finds a cure for NF?
So when I get married and have kids, none of my kids can get it.
That's a really good answer. That's a really good answer. How many kids you planning on having?
I don't know. How about you ask me when I'm old enough to have kids?
That is a valid answer. Valid answer. Now, Maddox, are there certain things you wish you could do but you can't do because of NF?
No, because my life is good the way it is.
You are a beacon of light. I love it. I love it. So Maddox, how has NF made you a stronger person?
Well, I had lots of surgeries. I have water in my brain. It made me a tougher person because I don't really know.
Well, I think you answered it. I think you are an NF hero, and you are tough as nails.
Thank you.
And I admire you. So what has living with NF taught you?
To be strong, brave.
Well, you are both of those things, Maddox. I knew that the minute I met you. Now, Maddox, this is a big question. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
If they found a cure for NF tomorrow, what's the first thing you would do?
Have a party?
Yeah. Am I invited?
Yes.
All right. Me and you are wild men. So I want you to tell me a little bit about your art.
Pennywise.
Oh, I love it.
Pennywise. Donate your pennies to Pennywise or NF.
Donate your pennies to Pennywise and NF. And it was like Pennywise was letting the balloons of NF go, right? Like, get rid of NF. I love it. All right, I have one last question. Maddox, you have been an amazing guest. I love it. I love you. I love your family. I love your hair. You're such a handsome little devil. Are you ready for the last question?
Yeah.
All right. What would you like to tell the people at the Children's Tumor Foundation who work so hard trying to cure NF?
Thank you for saving the lives of millions of people every year.
Maddox, you are awesome. Thank you so much, buddy. I can't wait to see you in person.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
Thank you. Bye.
Please welcome the most adorable little girl in the room. Give it up for my friend, Maya. Maya, how are you, sweetie?
Good.
You're good? I want to ask you some questions. Is that okay? Okay. Do you see doctors all the time?
Not all the time. Not all the time?
Not all the time. Does it make you stronger when you go to the doctor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, it does. Yes, it does. So let me ask you guys a question as parents. How has NF affected your life?
I think it's something that we didn't expect at all. I mean, we hadn't even heard of NF before we had our daughter. And after she was diagnosed, it was like a whirlwind of what ifs, and each time she has an issue, it's just a lot of, worries. And so that's become our life now. It's just like tackling the worries and giving her a sense of empowerment. She doesn't see herself as any different. She thinks that it makes her more unique. So
are there some things that she can't do because of NF?
I think that right now she's been meeting a lot of her milestones when previously she had to go through a lot of therapies. She had braces on her ankles just for walking and just strength overall in general. She also had feeding and speech therapy. And so a lot of those things we tackled early on, and she has grown so much in the last year. And I think that's one of the things about her is like, if you look at her, you wouldn't know she has NF, but there's little things that we deal with. And so.
Right. So Maya, did you do some artwork? Did you do artwork? Can I see it?
Yes. You want to get it?
Show me your painting. Wow. Maya, that's so good. That is so good. And I love the colors.
I also painted it with these things.
Yes, some pom-poms.
Oh, what colors are those?
My NF color.
The NF color. That's right. That's right. So what would it mean for both of you if they found a cure for NF tomorrow?
It would mean the world. I mean, so many things, so many worries, so many fears, so many doubts, just everything.
What would you like to say to all the people at the CTF who are working nonstop to find a cure?
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
What would you want to say to everybody who's working at Children's Tumor Foundation?
You deserve donuts.
You deserve donuts?
You deserve donuts.
All the donuts.
Maya, that is the best answer I've ever heard. I love it. Maya, you are too cute. Your painting is wonderful. And I want to thank you guys for being on here and speaking so candidly. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Say bye.
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 All right, so for our next heroes, we got a twofer, a set of twins who I've watched grow up, and they have become wonderful young men. Let's hear it from Manny and Marco. How are you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. I love that you shaved your hair, Marco.
Thanks.
I love it. And I can actually tell you guys apart now. So you guys are 16 years old now.
Yeah.
Are you guys driving yet?
We're learning.
We're like doing the
DMV.
the DMV part first.
Who's a better driver?
Me.
Manny's laughing. Is he right, Manny? Okay, so we're going to ask you guys some questions. First one I'm going to go with is to Marco. Marco, how has NF changed your life?
It changed my life by affecting my learning abilities at school.
And Manny, how about you?
I don't really think it changed my life because I just live my life day by day.
That's a great answer. You're just playing the hand that you're dealt, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So if they found a cure for NF tomorrow, what's the first thing you would do, Marco?
I would let
Party with Jonathan. Correct answer.
I would let other people know that have the condition that has worse conditions. I'll let them know first before I take it, so they can
That's
feel more
awesome,
normal than
dude.
other people.
That is such a selfless act, Marco. That's great. I really, really admire that. That's awesome. Manny, what would you do? Party with Jonathan. Correct answer.
I would be excited and like wait a couple months or so because I know that probably is gonna be packed. So like I'd rather let other people go before me to get the cure.
I love that. You're not making it about yourself. Even though you both struggle with the disease, you guys are still so selfless, and you want to take care of the people who are worse off before yourself. I admire that so much. So you guys have your artwork with you?
This is my artwork.
I'll take you down more than once. What does that mean?
It means where each day since the character doesn't have NF, they're surviving the NF.
They're beating NF every day, just day to day. Every day is a victory for them.
Yes.
That's awesome. And Manny, what do you got on yours?
This one is mine. I did it pretty simple because I didn't want it to like be over dramatic.
It's great. You got the Children's Tumor Foundation colors on there. I love it. What would you like to say to the people at the Children's Tumor Foundation who are working tirelessly to find a cure for NF?
I would say that they are doing a great job and wish the best of luck on them to find the cure for the NF.
Yeah, it's just amazing how dedicated they are to ending this, you know?
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. It is so wonderful to see how much you guys have grown up and what wonderful young men you have become. I wish you all the best with your driver's ed.
Thank
you.
Don't crash into anything. Wear your seatbelts. I miss you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Adorable or what? I'm telling you, these kids absolutely amaze me with their strength. But we should have a world without NF. Please help us find that cure so these kids and others with NF don't have to suffer anymore. All you have to do is text Cheers LA to 41444 to donate or visit ctf.org/cocktailsla2020. And don't forget about our silent auction. You can bid on these amazing art pieces the NF heroes themselves have created. Go to ctf.org/auctionla. Now, are you guys ready? Because we are pulling the second door prize of the night. So listen up for your name. Here we go. The second door prize of the night goes to Patricia Flanagan. Congratulations, Patricia. Your prize will be mailed to you. I think it's time to refill on these cocktails. What do you guys think? I know I'm ready for one. So let's visit our local mixologist and refill our glasses. Take it away, Christian.
I'm back, everyone. How's it going? Once again, it's your bartender from San Francisco, Christian Suzuki, or you can call me Suzu for short. And I'm here to show you my twist on a classic gin and soda. This is called the Hokusai Highball. So once again, we're going to be featuring Astral Pacific Gin. So let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to create a cocktail that was a little bit lower proof, so a little bit lower alcohol content. The reason being is this is one of those kinds of drinks that I would love to enjoy by the pool on a nice hot summer day. I can have a couple more drinks and I won't feel as drunk, which is always a huge plus. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the Astral Pacific Gin over here. Once again, this is a clementine-based spirit. It has some really nice citrus elements to it, but it does have an incredible pepper note as well too, which comes through. So we're gonna go ahead and add an ounce and a quarter of this gin right into a nice tall Collins glass or highball glass. And then I've got a little bit of blue carousel. This is just gonna add a little color, just a touch of sweetness. And we're gonna go for about like an eighth of an ounce. So just a tiny pinch of that right into our vessel. I've got a little bit of sake over here. I would prefer something like a junmai sake, something nice and clear. But the great thing about using sake is that it's so delicate, so light that it's not gonna overpower the gin whatsoever. So we're gonna go ahead and add 3/4 of an ounce of that right into the vessel. And of course, to make everything pop and shine and just kind of like more kind of approachable, is just a tiny bit of citrus juice. I've got a little lime in here. This is equivalent to like a pinch of a wedge, so just a tiny bit. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding my ice into my glassware. Once again, I'm using my own personal hands because I'm making this cocktail for myself, but if you are making cocktails for other people, make sure to wash your hands and then also use something like tongs. But let's see, I'll go ahead and just pour that right in there. Now, before I add anything else into my drink, I do want to make sure that my cocktail is nice and ice cold. So I'm just gonna give this a quick stir to really combine all of the ingredients all together, but also to chill and to dilute this as well. And once you're done doing that, we're gonna go ahead and top off the rest of your highball with about 2 ounces of soda water. So we're just gonna top that off right there. Make sure it goes all the way to the bottom of your glassware. And if you feel like you need to, you can always just kind of do a very light, delicate stir, or you can just punch down the soda water to the bottom of your glass. Hokusai, if you're curious about the name, is a very famous painter in Japan, and a lot of his paintings feature nice blue, vibrant colors, indigo colors, so I figured this would be the perfect name for a cocktail like this. If you want to finish off your drink with a little bit of a more aromatic note, you can add a little lime peel and just kind of express the oils over the top surface of your drink. You can leave the peel in there or not, but that, everyone, is my Hokusai Highball. I hope you all enjoy. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, now that your drinks are full, we have another special guest. She reached out to the Children's Tumor Foundation and wanted to help. She has her own story, but was so moved by what she saw at CTF that she wanted to help spread awareness. Please welcome 9-year-old Athena Hutchins, the 2020 Miss American Princess.
Hello, I'm Athena Hutchins, your International Miss American Princess. I would like for everyone to pull together, and with your help, we can make a difference in the lives affected by neurofibromatosis by donating to the Children's Tumor Foundation. Recently, I started having fainting spells. Sometimes my symptoms were debilitating. We have been searching for a cure or answers to my condition, but it was always misdiagnosed. After my tumor burst and caused me excruciating pain is when I was given a CAT scan. At this time, it was determined that I had a teratoma and it ruptured. I was rushed to USA Women's and Children's Hospital, where I had my right ovarian tumor removed. I am so thankful that my tumor and fluid were benign and my doctors removed it. In the midst of the pandemic, I underwent major surgery. Who would have known 2 months later, one of my biggest dreams would come true. I was crowned the International Miss American Princess. Now I'm standing on a platform where my voice can be heard and help the Children's Tumor Foundation find a cure for something that has affected so many lives. Your part can help so many people around the world.
Athena, you are an absolute confection. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Athena, for helping us spread the word about NF and the CTF. You are going to do a lot in this world. You're a star. Now let's hear from more of these amazing NF heroes. All right, so our next hero is a true confection. She lights up every room she's in. Please welcome my friend, Grace Wolof. Grace, how are you?
Good.
Yeah? You're getting so big. How old are you now?
10.
10? I think I met you when you were like 4 or 5. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're going to be driving before you know it. So, Grace, I have a question for you. How has NF changed your life?
I had to face challenges that most kids haven't, but I believe that everyone has something going on in their life, and I believe that everyone can get through it.
I believe that is a very positive statement. And
Thank
that's
you.
true. We all have difficulties that we have to, and obstacles that we overcome, right?
Yeah, it might not be NF, but it might be something else.
Exactly. Are there any things you wish you could do, but you can't because of NF?
Well, I always just say to myself, if there's something I want to do, I just go for it and I don't give up. I just wish I don't have to get so much MRI so much.
What are those MRIs like?
I'm on the car ride there. I can't eat anything, so I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Whenever like they giving me the medicine to fall asleep, my dad's like, I bet you can't fall asleep. Then like, I won't fall asleep.
You crack me up, you know that?
Thank you.
Okay, so ready? I want you to think really hard about this one. How has NF made you stronger?
Without NF, I would never realize my true power. So now I know that I'm strong, independent, and I can do anything I want to.
That's amazing, Grace. That is an amazing answer. What has NF taught you?
There's going to be some difficulties in the world, and you just have to go through until you pass.
That's incredible. So if they found a cure for NF tomorrow, what's the first thing you would do?
I would jump with glee and call all my friends and thank God.
Absolutely. We'd have a party, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd really cut loose, baby. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your art that you have?
But with all this chaos going on and people not getting treated fairly, I did a painting of Love is Love. This one right here.
Oh, that's amazing, Grace.
Thank you.
What did you use to paint that?
So first, we just put tape here, and then after a few more days, we started painting it, and then we just let it dry, and then this is what it turned out to be.
That is super cool. I really love it. What would you like to tell all the people at the Children's Tumor Foundation who are working tirelessly to find a cure for NF?
Thank you so much, and I love you for it.
And I love you, Grace. You are a bright light, and I can't wait to see your face in person.
I have one question.
Okay.
I want to become a movie star, and I know you've been on a TV shows. So, what's your tip for me?
My tip for you: never give up,
Okay.
and go all in. And and you have a friend in me, and you know you can hit me up if you have any questions. I'm happy to help you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, please welcome our next hero, my friend with the beautiful smile. Let's give it up for Leona. Leona, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. So how old are you now?
I'm 14.
14.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. So I have a couple questions for you. All right?
Okay.
So Leona, how has NF changed your life?
It's changed my life because I have to go to doctors not every single day, but like doctors all the way in Orange County. I'm losing a lot of vision, so like I won't be able to like see as much now.
That's tough. That's tough. And I want to tell you that I admire how strong you are. You know, that you have this never give up attitude. That's awesome. And I love that you smile every day, and even though you're faced with all these obstacles. So let me ask you, Leona, why is it important for you that we find a cure for NF?
Because all of us will be able to see and like be healed from NF.
You know what I love about your answer?
What?
That you said all of us. And it's not just about you. You included everybody else who's going through the same things that you're going through. And that's wonderful. What lessons has living with NF taught you?
To be stronger, to like smile every day.
I love it. Now, the most important question, if they found a cure for NF tomorrow, what's the first thing you would do?
I'll tell everybody about it.
Post it on social media, have a big party.
I'll tell all the NF kids.
And I love the community aspect. You know, I interviewed other people beforehand and they said the same thing. They just want to get the word out and they want everybody to be happy and to celebrate that together, which is great. Okay, so Leona, do you have your artwork with you? I want to see it and I want you to tell me about it. Oh, that's gorgeous, Leona.
I've done this painting because like we have like sunsets out here and like the stars, so I thought of doing it out here, like what I see in the nighttime. And we have butterflies. Butterflies are my favorite, so.
You know what I love about that is it also you incorporated the colors of the Children's Tumor Foundation and of NF, and it blended from the green to the blue right up into the sunset sky, which is gorgeous. So we have one more question for you. What would you like to say to the people at the Children's Tumor Foundation who are working nonstop to find a cure for NF?
Thank you for supporting us, and thank you for trying your hardest.
Leona, I want to thank you for your toughness and for your confidence and for your never give up attitude and for that lovely, lovely smile.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of my dear friends. I love this little wild man. Please give it up for my friend, Ryder Savage. Ryder, how are you doing today, buddy?
Fine.
You're doing good. You're growing up really quick.
Yeah.
I love the hairstyle, buddy. Me and you are like twins. All right, so Ryder, I'm just going to ask you a few questions, okay? How old are you now?
10.
And when did you start losing your vision?
3.
Wow. Wow. Every day's a battle for you, and you're just so tough. I love it. So let me ask you something, Ryder. How has NF made you a stronger person?
Learn to do things my own way.
Can you give me an example? Like what?
Read Braille.
Oh, and you can read Braille? That's right. I actually have right in front of me here. Remember this? I don't know if you can see it, but you made this for me. That's the keychain you gave me. That's my name. It says Jonathan in Braille, and I always keep it around. And thank you for that. So if they found a cure for NF tomorrow, what's the first thing you would do?
Somersault.
Somersault. We'd have a party, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yes, we would. Now, and I understand you did some artwork for us, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa. Tell me about that. That looks like an awesome fish tank.
It is.
It is? What did you paint that with?
Sponge.
A sponge and some glitter? So tell me about that. Why did you choose to paint a fish tank?
I like fish.
You like fish? That's a great answer. All right, Ryder, so I have one more question for you. What do you want to say to all the people at Children's Tumor Foundation who are working very hard to find a cure for NF?
Thank you.
Thank you. That's a very good answer, Ryder. So are you excited to get back to school?
No.
Why not?
I don't like school.
And what grade are you in now?
5th.
You're in 5th grade already?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Stop it. You got a girlfriend?
Kind of.
Whoa! Moving on up. I love it. I love it. Well, I hope I get to meet her one day. Ryder, thank you so much for chatting with me. I miss you guys.
Miss you too.
I love these kids, but more importantly, I love helping these kids. Don't forget to bid on their artwork by going to ctf.org/auctionla. I mean, who wouldn't want one of these amazing masks to wear, especially during the time we're going through right now, or one of these amazing pieces of art to put on your wall. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have another very special guest here. She is the current NF ambassador to the Children's Tumor Foundation. Please welcome Brianna Warden.
I always knew that I was different from other kids.
When Brianna was born, she had multiple spots all over her body, and her left arm was an entirely different color from the rest of her body.
I was diagnosed at 2 months old with neurofibromatosis, but I think it really hit me when I was 8 years old, and I went to a neurofibromatosis forum and spoke to a big group of doctors, and they explained that I was different.
Hey, Jayska, picture of you.
NF has taught me to be a more positive person.
Brianna, we always say she's like sunshine.
I've gone through horrific surgeries where they told me I probably wouldn't survive. They didn't think I'd make it over the age of 7, and I'm 22, graduating from college, and I think that if I'm positive and continue to advocate and help others, it gives me that drive and passion to keep on living and keep on fighting.
Brianna is truly the strongest person that I've ever known in my entire life. Everything that she's gone through has made her the person she is today, you know, the strong and kind-hearted person that she is today.
So you're all prepped, ready to go?
I'm all prepped.
Well, you're not really prepped, you just got your gun.
She used to tell me when she was going in for a procedure, Mom, is it okay that I'm scared? And I would say, Brianna, it's not brave if you're not scared.
Why can't we do anything?
And she has that tattooed on her arm. And I think I was saying that more for me, but honestly, she is the bravest kid I know.
Singing has been one of my biggest passions. I've always sang since I was little. My mom jokes saying I sang before I could talk.
There was a time when they removed a tumor, the cancerous tumor, from her cervical spine. They had to go in through her throat, and in doing so, between the intubation and all of the swelling, her vocal fold was paralyzed.
They took the camera out and said, you might not be able to talk normal, swallow normal, and you definitely won't be able to sing. And they left.
When she lost her voice, she was absolutely devastated. She's an amazing singer.
And I just felt like my world came crashing down because I didn't want NF to define who I was, but I lost my voice. And yes, I love to sing, but my voice is also how I advocate for NF. Music and theater arts is extremely important to me. When I'm on stage, I get to be someone I'm not. So I'm not that girl who's sick. And for a moment, the pain of neurofibromatosis and my hard life is gone. My goal is to get my master's in drama theater, to use my background in psychology to help children or adults cope with various disabilities using theater arts. It's really important for me to help others with NF because I understand where they're coming from.
For us, the best part of CTF has been the networking and the meeting other families for Brianna to know that she's not alone. The funding that goes behind the clinical trials is really through CTF. If it weren't for them, the clinical trial that Brianna is currently on, where would we be without that? So eternally grateful for CTF.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. When I found out I was the 2020 ambassador, I was very shocked, and I'm very excited to start this gala process for the Children's Tumor Foundation and the award I'm receiving. It's gonna be fun. I just got the dress. I'm so grateful for this award, but I don't need an award. Just seeing people smile and hearing you've helped me is the best award I could ever receive. I can't express the feeling I get knowing that I've helped somebody. It just makes my heart happy.
Brianna, you are an amazing ambassador for CTF, and we all thank you from the very bottom of our hearts. Brianna is going places. You can bet on it. Well, our event is almost over, but let's hear from the last of our amazing NF heroes right now. Please welcome two more of my friends. You are going to absolutely love these adorable little girls. Welcome, Ariana and Star. Ladies, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, so I want to ask you guys questions for our viewers at home. So Star, can you tell us how old you are?
7.
And Ariana, how old are you?
5.
I love it, and I love how you guys smile. So I'm going to ask you guys a few questions, and then let's see what you have to say, okay? Star, is it important for us to find a cure for NF?
Yes,
Why?
to feel better.
Yeah. And what about you, Ariana? Why is it important for you to find a cure?
To feel better too.
Yeah, no more doctor's appointments, right?
Yay!
So ready? It's a big question. If we found a cure tomorrow, what would you girls do?
Oh.
Would you have a party?
Yay!
What about you, Ariana? What would you do?
Have a party.
Am I invited?
Yes. Yes.
All right. I love it. So you ladies did some artwork for us, huh?
Yes.
Can we see your paintings? Oh, wow. So let's start with Ariana. Ariana, can you describe yours? What did you paint?
So this is the beach.
Oh, that's beautiful. And who are the people there?
Underwater. Huh?
They're people underwater.
Yeah, right there.
I love it.
Thank you.
And Star, what about you? Show me your painting. Oh, tell me what it is.
It's the nighttime.
And are those stars that say NF?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's so pretty, Star. How did you paint that? Did you use brushes or your hands?
Brushes.
Oh, that's awesome. So, okay, ladies, I have one more question for you both. What would you like to say to all the people at the Children's Tumor Foundation trying to find a cure for NF?
Thank you.
I love it. And I love you two little ladies. You guys are so adorable, and I miss you both. I hope I get to see you soon, okay?
Okay.
All right. Mwah.
Yay.
All right, everybody, please welcome another one of the CTF heroes, another young man who I've known for many years now. Give it up for my friend, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, how are you doing today, bud?
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
How old are you now, Jeremiah?
10 years old.
10 years old. You're getting so big. I have a question for you, Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
How has NF changed your life?
NF has changed my life. It's a hard medical condition to live with.
Yeah, but you're doing a heck of a job, buddy. That's why we call you a hero. You're a tough one. So how has NF made you stronger?
I want to do all the things other kids do and be healthy, like my favorite sport that I can't play due to NF.
It is very important to find that cure. What is your favorite sport?
Soccer.
Oh, do you have a favorite team?
The Wildcats. It's an old team I used to go on when I used to play soccer with my brother Sean.
Amazing. So I understand you did an artwork for us as well, huh?
Yeah.
Can we see your painting?
Yuppity yup.
Oh, wow. Faith, hope, love. I love it. Medical research, scientific breakthroughs, CTF. Jeremiah, that's amazing. Can you tell me what made you want to do faith, hope, and love?
My art piece has all the things we need to fight NF: courage, love, faith, hope, medical research, and scientific breakthroughs.
Jeremiah, that is absolutely wonderful, and that brings a big smile to my face. And it's absolutely awesome that you painted that. That's super cool. So we have one more question for you, Jeremiah. What would you like to tell the people at the Children's Tumor Foundation who are working to try and find a cure for you?
I would like to thank them all for working so hard to help me fight this disease. It's not fun.
Jeremiah, you are a bright light, and I love and I miss you, and I love your courage and your strength and your bravery, and I can't wait to see you in person. And mark my words, one day there is going to be a cure for this, and you and I are going to have a party. How does that sound? All right. Big thumbs up. Jeremiah, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome another CTF hero and another friend of mine, Teddy and his mom, Katie. Welcome, guys. How are you doing?
We are doing awesome. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you so much for being here. Teddy, how are you, buddy? Can I say hi?
Can you say
Oh,
good?
Kisses.
Good.
Good. Teddy, how old are you?
How old are you? 5.
You're 5. You're 5. You're getting so big, Teddy. So, Katie, how old was he when he was diagnosed with NF?
Teddy was about 18 months old when the genetic test came back positive, but we actually suspected when he was about 4 months old when we started to notice cafe au lait spots showing up where he had never had any birthmarks.
Okay.
I started Googling and stumbled upon NF and was pretty nervous.
How, as a parent, how has raising a child with NF affected your life?
There's a lot of disorders that a child can have where you feel like you can get a handle on them.
Mm-hmm.
You maybe have to do some medications, you have to see some doctors, but it'll be okay. They'll be okay. The thing is with NF, everything is so unpredictable. You never know what might happen next.
How has NF made you stronger as a person?
I think it's forced us to have to rely on a lot of other people. You can't just, you could, but you can't really take care of yourselves by kind of hiding at home and sticking your head in the sand. For us, we've been able to reach out and make new friends who have children with NF.
The network of people is incredible.
It's amazing. And social media helps a lot because there's a lot of different methods. If you don't want to meet someone face to face, like during a pandemic, you can chat with them on...
Like we're doing.
Exactly. So
if they found a cure for NF tomorrow, what would be the first thing you would do?
Oh my God, I would celebrate. I don't know. I would probably run out on the street.
So we're going to change paths a little bit here. I understand that you and Teddy did a little artwork for us.
We did. Teddy, can you come show Jonathan your beautiful art? Come here, Buggy.
That's amazing. Teddy, did you paint that?
Do you see those letters?
Teddy, did you paint that? It's so pretty. Oh, I love it. And the blue and green.
It's N and F.
I love it. So one last question for you. What would you like to say to all the people at the CTF and what they do working endlessly trying to find a cure for NF?
We are so grateful to everyone who is involved with CTF.
Katie, I thank you so much for chatting with us. Can you say bye to everybody? Can you wave bye?
Wave bye-bye.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't say it enough. These kids are the absolute best. I've known a few of them for years through working on the annual Kids Fashion Show, and I have loved watching them grow up into the beautiful young people they are today. Don't forget to bid on their amazing artwork. The auction closes at the end of this event. Please help us reach our goal with donations and even surpass our goal tonight. All you have to do is text Cheers LA to 41444 to donate or visit ctf.org/cocktailsla2020. All right, it is time to pull the third and final door prize. Are you ready? Here we go. Congratulations to Elizabeth Reynolds. You have won your door prize. It will be mailed directly to you. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. And tonight, this concludes our program. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed getting to know some of our NF heroes, and I hope that you carry their stories with you in your hearts, just like I do. Once we say goodnight tonight, you can share the recording of this program to help spread the word about the Children's Tumor Foundation and all that they are doing to help end NF. So, let's raise a glass to these amazing kids and to their amazing families. Cheers to all of you, and cheers to ending NF. Thank you, and good night.